So you do need to have weight for it to put weight on it to wait for it to, okay. Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the Urban Homesteading channel. We are inviting you to watch any of our over 550 videos that we've arranged for your convenience in playlists, as we are confident you're going to find something both useful and entertaining to watch. If you've been here before, welcome back. If today is your first visit with us, look around and let us know what you would like to see in the channel. If today is your birthday, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. So in today's short episode we're going to tackle making things using concrete. Concrete is very readily available and it's very inexpensive. You can buy concrete in most big box stores for $3 or less. And then you can experiment with different types of concrete to see what you want. Correct? Mm-hmm. So today we're going to start by making a ball. I already made a ball off camera just to test my technique, and here is the product of that experiment. And I am quite pleased. Miss Wizard was not a part of this experiment, so I don't know what your thoughts are.
I mean, it's a concrete bowl. Now, what would you use such a thing for?
I mean, you can use it for many things. People routinely use them as planters. You know, you can put a little bit of earth here, and you can put a small plant, and it can be outside or it can be inside. The advantage of outside, it has a substantial weight to it, so wind will not topple it, unlike a plastic potting plant, right?
Yeah.
So you can make definitely a lot of interesting things. I have some ideas I want to try. Today we're going to show you how to make a bigger bowl using the same technique. But down the road I want to make a fireplace. I want to make some decorative things. I just want to play with it. I think it's a great idea. The only negative for me is that I'm not a very patient person, and this takes time, right? I mean, you do it and then you have to wait 2 days to see if it's a disaster or good, right? I mean,
right.
It's not something, and I like to finish things, so this drives me a little insane, but I do like the outcome, and these have started selling for a lot of money. If you go to Etsy or you go to the Pinterest, you're going to see them selling for much more than it costs. Like this thing, the whole bag cost me $3, so probably this is a 50-cent cost to me. It didn't use even a tenth of the bag, I don't think, right? Yeah. So it is fairly inexpensive, and with a little bit of patience you can make some fun and exciting products. So stick around and we're going to show you exactly how to build something like this. Not yet last time, you know?
This is the equivalent of like a bowl and a half from what we had last time. So we're going to need more.
So all we do is we take the raw material and we are putting them on a bowl here. Do not mix them in the bowls you're going to use, because any scratches you're going to do in the bowls, and you will scratch them, are going to actually translate in your final product. So use a different mixing bowl. This is probably not the most efficient way to do this, but that's how we do it, right? And if you do a bigger quantity than what we saw here, probably you want to use a paint mixer or something like that, right? Now, where is the bowl made?
The bowl you made?
Yes. So we bought the cheapest concrete we found, actually, and that was about $3 or just a little less, and it's a concrete mix from Quikrete. And initially we were worried that maybe the rocks will make it not look very good, right? But we did make one already off camera, and I think it looks pretty smooth. What do you guys think?
A lot smoother than I anticipated with all that level of rock in there, yeah.
Now, our next one might be a less aggregate filled, but...
You mean our next bag?
Yeah. Alright, so we'll fill this to the level we think is appropriate, and we'll be right with you.
So how do you know what you think is appropriate?
You guess. I mean, what we're going to do is a much bigger bowl this time, so it will be I don't know how much will that be, you know?
You probably for this you want to have it around the halfway mark, because then when you press this in,
It seeps up the sides.
Yeah, it seeps up the sides.
Okay.
So we're going to do it until, you know, we can do it no more. So we're going to do that and we're going to get right back to you. The only thing I want to say, you need two balls and
They need to
they need to be nested, one inside the other. And that's what will make your ball safe. And we're going to show you the next step, but let us finish with this. So make a little well and fill it with water. The mixing ratio is 2:1. And we know we need more than that here.
So what consistency are you looking for?
Well, I would say mayonnaise, but with rocks in it. You know what I mean?
So you want it to be a fairly smooth, horrible consistency. is what you're
Right.
looking for.
And what is important actually is that you do not leave any
Lumps of
lumps because that will solve horribly.
And for those of you that bake, this would be just like mixing your flour into your wet ingredients. You want to make sure that it's fully mixed.
Maybe we need to find in a yard sale an old mixer. Right?
Some over on that wall. This wall.
Okay.
You think we need more?
Yes. So here we are, we've sufficiently mixed our concrete. And again, when you see it like that and you see all these rocks, it's hard to believe that it came out like this, you know, that we hope that the bigger one will come up like this too. So now we need to use some spraying oil, is that what's called cooking spray oil? And you're going to have to put the interior of the big ball and the exterior of the smaller ball. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Now we learned that you need to coat it, but don't overdo it, I guess is the right term.
Right.
Because we learned on the first time it kind of delayed, we put too much, and it delayed our curing process a little bit. So now we hope we are going to put the right amount. It won't be fun if we do too little, but you know.
Yeah, I need to do a little more on that. So again, to relate this to any baking terms anyone might be familiar with, you want to have it coated but not dripping, so that you can nicely see the oil there.
Let's move it in the thing and then we'll do the outside. I think we'll take both of us to do the pouring, right? That makes sure not to scratch anything. So now we have the bowl filled and we are going to put that away and clean it, because that will be our future bowl for our future projects.
And again, we're going to tap this to get some of any bubbles out, which again, to relate to baking, if you've got cakes or anything that you do, frequently you'll tap this on your counter. It makes the bubbles rise up.
And actually we're thinking to use an orbital sander. That's it here, and we'll do the same thing. Alright, so now we need the exterior form. So we need to put a little bit of oil in the exterior of the form. Now, of course, when you put it in the concrete will want to push it up. So you will need to weight it somehow. And we are going Okay, so put it in and press it, and you can rotate it.
You also want to try to center it as much as you can. You don't have it evenly.
Okay, you do it evenly. And what I was doing, I was turning it so, you know, that's good, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, but I think it's not right up to the top of the bowl, but it's pretty close, and that's going to give you a nice 4 to 5 inch deep
All right.
bowl. You want that piece of wood we used
Yeah.
before?
No, we'll probably need something else for this too. So here you're going to weight it any way you want. Actually, that's not as heavy. Where is the pressure treat? This is the one we had.
Are you okay?
Yep. Toes are still intact, which is the important part.
I can see that it's not like, I think it's a little closer over here.
Now, if you're impatient like me, this is the hard part. Because you don't touch it. So you can keep the forms in their place without moving.
Mm-hmm.
The cement has the tendency to want to put the inside form out. Right?
Push it
To
up.
push it up, yeah.
Right, to push it out of the bowl. Now, you can go extravagant with that, or you can use whatever you have. We have wood and we had an old battery, so you don't really have to be high tech.
Yeah, you use what you have that's heavy, right?
Right, as long as it is heavy, and you would see it. I mean, if it is not enough weight, you will see it rising, like we saw it with when we put just the wood. It just rose a little bit, right?
Right, and that will make the bottom thicker and not a uniform thickness throughout the bowl.
Right.
Correct. That will allow the bubbles. Any bubbles will come in the surface. Now, usually within 24 hours to 30 hours, you can take the form out and let it dry. When we first took the form out of this, it was the exact color that it is now, right? But then it started getting a little, what is the correct term, bleached or
Lighter.
lighter color, right? And this should be almost fully cured now.
It's been a week.
And as you can see, you know, the color, it is heavy actually, look.
Look, it's
I mean,
heavy.
heavy does not show on the camera.
giving
Just
it to
saying.
you.
Just saying. No, thank you. I'm going to stay over here with the camera.
It's pretty substantial for its size, but you would expect that because it is concrete.
And I actually, if you see it a little dirty, it's because I started a fire on this. And it was actually pretty fun, right? It gives a nice little ambience. And one of my
I
thoughts,
wasn't present for that pyrotechnics, but
and part of my thought for this, and I was experimenting, is if you put like those liquid fuel containers, and then you put from the dollar store rocks, and you light it, will make a very nice table decoration.
or
Table fire.
or
Yeah.
candles, as most of us use.
Why would you use candles?
Because with the rocks and the candles, you still get the tabletop decoration. The fuel can is usually for heating food.
But the fuel can allows you to cover it where the candle doesn't, so you only see the flame. Out
Now
of
you're
the-
specifying.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you only see the flames out of it. So,
Okay, so that makes more sense now.
so we might make a couple of more of these to have a pair at least, right?
Maybe.
Miss Wizard is not sold on this idea yet.
That seems like it would be more of an outdoor decoration for like if we're sitting out by the fire pit because it's the concrete, so it's not going to be affected by the weather, but would still provide us a little bit of ambient light in addition to the fire.
I don't know. On Etsy, you see a lot of this. It says indoors. Some of them put tea lights on, and I mean, you can make them of small parallelograms. You can make whatever you want with them. I have an idea to try and make a little fireplace
Okay.
using concrete. All right, we'll be right back. All right, friends, here we are. About 24 hours have passed, maybe a little less, and we're going to try and see if we can actually take the forms off and get a first look at our product. We had it weighted, as you remember, from our last clip. We had it weighted with the battery and 2 pieces of board. So we're going to remove those and we're going to show you the rest. So hopefully we're not too early, but let's see if we can take the forms off. Maybe it is a little early. We'll take the other form in 24 hours, I guess, right? Maybe we're just a tad early, but I mean, it looks very good, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, so far so good.
Okay. Excellent. We'll return tomorrow. Stay tuned. Alright, friends. Here we are. Another 24 hours have passed. And now we're going to attempt to take the exterior, what you call it? Exterior block off. Ta-da! It's still a little wet, but I think it came out very nice. What do you think, Miss?
Yeah,
Miss Ernie?
it's very smooth. Not at all like the crunchies that you put in the bowl to begin with.
That is what amazes me. Is that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
It has a very, very good finish, right?
Yep.
It's really excellent. And we have a little bit of a spout here. But overall, I'm very, very pleased with it.
Yep. Looks good.
It is not fully cured. It will take at least 20 days to fully cure, but you can use it starting maybe 78 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And you know it is not cured because of its color. See the difference in color between the cured one that we made a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
It tends to be whiter. Not whiter, lighter, I guess is the better.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't turn white. And inside is equally smooth, right?
Yep.
Overall, I'm very pleased with it. I'm going to experiment doing other things and I will bring you along. If you did enjoy this episode, let us know. Let us know if you want to see other episodes with concrete projects. I definitely would like to do some, but if there is interest in the channel, we will make videos about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate a thumbs up if you found this episode useful. Share, like, subscribe. Let us know what else you would like to see. And we hope we're going to see you soon. Stay safe, wash your hands, put your masks on. And from Dr. Wizard, Mrs. Wizard, and the Urban Homesteading Channel, stay safe, friends.